Right, so we're here at Gigaom Roadmap. So what are you doing here in this area?
What am I doing?
You live here, right?
I live in San Francisco, so it's easy and fun to do conferences in your hometown.
So you've just been to South Korea. Can you say anything about what's going on over there?
So South Korea is moving pretty fast, but no, I can't say anything about what's going on over there.
So tablets, for example, these tablets are like $40.
Yeah.
And so what do you think is the next thing? Because this is just a square, right? What could you say something?
I mean, to me, the next thing is really like the convergence of user interface and hardware. And when you bring these two things together, and when you really design these two things at the same time, you're going to get some very different results compared to software design in one building and hardware design in the other. So I do think it's going to become much more of almost like a maker's market, where almost anyone can make a tablet or change a tablet or hack it or transform it, and also create delicious, exciting, engaging software to go with it. So there was going to be all kinds of ways for people to create magical experiences, but not just big companies with big names. Individuals like you and I.
How has it been, the Ouya project? How do you describe it?
Well, Ouya is an open gaming console for the living room, so for the big TV experience. And the product is going to cost under $100. It's going to be $99. So it goes along these kind of lines. Being able to hack into Android and create a rival and very different and unique gaming platform.
So how has it been working on that project?
It's been great. I mean, the amount of energy and passion that the gaming world has is unbelievable. I mean, we got 22,000 comments on our Kickstarter page when we did our drive, our fundraising drive, and that's incredible.
So they're really passionate consumers, right?
They're passionate consumers. They're engaged. They have lots of ideas. They have lots of input. They have lots of opinions, I think it actually makes the project better. It makes the design better as well.
So it's going to ship for sure, right? It's going to be like
it's shipping. We're building these things. We have prototypes. We're manufacturing them. It's happening.
It's for real.
It's for real.
And it's going to be huge. It's going to be even bigger than Kickstarter. No, this is just the start.
This is just the very beginning, yeah. Which is what Kickstarter is amazing for, to get you going. But we certainly have very big plans for Ouya.
So Android is awesome, no? It enables that also, no? Android.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Android is the platform we use. I mean, the software platform we use for Ouya. We're actually designing the user interface, and it's actually going to be beautiful, and I'm very excited about it.
Can you talk a little bit about some other things that are going on in this area, like Silicon Valley? What's going on right now?
I think Silicon Valley is on fire right now. I mean, that's what I think. I mean, I meet like every week. I meet some disrupting young company that is unafraid to challenge the status quo. And as a designer, that's what I like. I like to challenge the status quo. So it's pretty exciting right now.
So huge disruption, huge revolution. What is going on?
I think there is no more segment of the economy that is not going to be disrupted by technology, by consumer engagement, by social. So I love seeing the car industry. I love seeing the hotel industry. I love seeing the taxi industry. I love seeing all those industries which we've taken for granted being pushed to evolve.
Can you give it a little teaser on what's going to happen in a year with wearable computing? I mean, this is like a huge new thing, right?
Yeah. Well, I think the most important thing that's going to happen with wearable computing is
what is this?
We're gonna see and know ourselves better, and that's going to allow us to understand certain behaviors, to understand. To put meaning behind the data, because right now there is a lot of data, but it's not as much human driven. It's not sort of everyday life driven. And I think everyday life driven, derived data, when you can see what it means, when you can see what it means in people's lives, we're going to get a much richer set of knowledge about who we are, how we live, etc.
What do you think about Google Glass?
What I think about Google Glass is it's the beginning of something big. Just like Touch on the iPhone was the beginning of something big.
It's a team within Google that's been doing that?
Well, Google Glass is done by Google X, which is a team that's also doing the wireless, not the wireless, the driverless car, etc., etc.
Pretty cool place, Google X. I guess.
Oh, you should visit.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Maybe even eventually do their own thing. I mean, we live in a time where everybody wants to be a maker. Everybody wants to participate to the process of designing, refining, reviewing, that. Everybody wants to be a participant, not just receiving products and services anymore.
Do you think that's a big shift in how we think about the economy today? Like, it just Kickstarter is a symbol of a shift in how we perceive what is the economic interaction.
I do think it's a huge shift. I do think that looking at the consumer, looking at the customer as just the recipient of your goods is coming to an end, and engagement, participation is now essential for any company, and that means that the way you treat your customer has to be entirely different. The way you think about ergonomics, the way you think about service, the way you think about interaction, the way you think about beauty and emotional, the emotional state of your customer has to change entirely. Actually, one of my definitions of good design is how you treat your customer. If you treat them well on these emotional, ergonomic, beauty, engagement levels, then you're probably doing good design.
Right.